Hey YouTube, this is Chris McKee with Alamo Music Center in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. And I'm here today with Andrew Salazar, winner of the bass category from Guitar Wars 30. Andrew,
yes,
thanks
sir.
for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for competing.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. So if you haven't been following us, our intrepid viewers, Guitar Wars is the longest running guitar competition in the United States. It has been hosted by Alamo Music since the 80s. And this year was the 30th anniversary. So there's three categories: acoustic, bass, and electric guitar. And so the big guitar gets center stage in the limelight. And Andrew, you won this year. So
yeah.
Congrats. Pretty exciting
completely
stuff.
Surprised by it, honestly.
And yeah, we were kind of talking about this earlier, but you weren't going to enter.
I was not.
And some people convinced you.
Several people, yes.
We blame the guy behind the camera, Josh, for you being there. So thanks a lot, Josh. Says all of the other contestants that you beat. So, but it's pretty awesome. So tell us about kind of how you got into playing the bass, the big guitar, and you know, where you're at with it now.
Oh, well, it's funny. My grandfather was a musician. He played accordion, and my uncle, we're pretty close in age. He's about two and a half years older than me. He had just got the guitar, and so my grandpa wanted to buy me an instrument too. So he told me one day, he was like, "Hey Andrew, what instrument you want to get?" I was like, "I really wanted drums," and he's all, "No, I'm gonna buy you a bass instead." And I didn't know what a bass was, what it did. I was 11 years old at the time too. So I had no idea what it even was. So I was like, okay, cool. So one day he just shows up to my house and has a little crappy, it's like called a Hondo amp. It was like, and a Bentley bass.
No offense to Hondo.
Yeah. No, it was like beat up, used, not that they're a bad company, it was just beat up, old. Yeah.
That's cool. No, I meant Hondo the city. I don't care about the bass company. So well, that's cool. So you know, it's funny. I've always had this this notion that bass players are kind of born into bass. You know, it's very rarely do people just go, "I'm going to play bass." It just seems to work its way out, and you're suited for it. You know, like tuba players. But that's a different thing. So, so how long have you been playing at this point then? When was that?
Wow, when was that? That was 1990. Was that 7 maybe? 8?
Okay.
So yeah, I was 11 years old. Yeah.
So a little over 20 years.
Yeah, a little over 20 years. Yeah.
Well, that's
cool.
I
didn't even think about that.
And you're a bass player, so you probably play in like 57 bands, right?
No, I am just in my one main band called Donella Drive, and yeah, we've been playing for 5 years now.
Okay.
Locally, but I've been in a whole bunch of other bands before that. A whole bunch of bands.
So Donella Drive, what kind of music?
It's rock music, kind of sort of like a post-hardcore kind of rock, but it's very still got groove. It's a lot of slap bass going on.
It's because you're in there.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
So the bass is it's when people are going like this in the audience. That's the bass.
It's a very bass-driven band. But my brother, my brother's a guitar player in the band, and we just kind of work off each other, bounce off each other, and we collaborate. And we just got a new drummer, Steven, who is awesome. He's an awesome drummer. But it's still heavy, but it's still got groove. It's got a little bit of funk, kind of sort of, but also the indie rock kind of thrown into. It's really like everything we like in one band. It's got metal influence, funk influences, alternative influence. It's even hip hop. It's all over the place.
So it basically is you guys.
It's just us, yeah. Everything we're listening to, what we like, it's all in the band.
That's cool. Yeah. And you guys have a site people can go to?
Oh yeah, we have facebook.com/Donella Drive. We're all over Instagram, at Donella Drive, Twitter at Donella Drive. Yeah, we're on Bandcamp, Donella Drive. We're on Spotify, iTunes, everywhere.
All the usual places. So go check out Donella Drive then. Yes. So given that it's this amalgamation of what you guys are into, tell me a little bit about your influences. Your grandfather brings you a bass guitar, and you go from there how?
Well, I was 11 years old, so I think the only thing I was listening to at the time was Metallica. That's pretty much kind of, I hear a lot of kids say like, oh, I want to learn this
Not
Metallica
Backstreet
song.
Boys.
Yeah, no
kids.
Backstreet Boys, no.
All right.
Yeah, I was only listening to Metallica, so like Cliff Burton right off the bat, like the first thing I learned was his bass solo, like one of the first things I ever learned. So and of course one day my mom was dating another musician, and he showed me what slap bass was.
Okay.
And I didn't even know I had no idea what it was, and I saw him do the technique, and I was like, oh wow, that is awesome. So once I discovered that, I got into bands who were very bass driven, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Primus, Faith No More, the list goes on. I mean, it's very bass driven bands that I really got into.
It's that moment when you see something that you didn't realize the instrument was capable of.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the first time I saw Victor Wooten, I'm like, what?
Definitely, he's another one.
Are you nuts?
Yeah.
What planet are you from?
Yeah.
That's cool. Let's do it. So.
Yeah, he was another one I saw. One of my friends in class said, "Oh, you play bass? Can you play with this guy?" And he gave me a CD. Let me borrow it. And I put it on. I was like, "Oh my god! Like this is ridiculous." So definitely, got into that and just bass. You know what I mean? Just consumed me, I guess.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Do you, big thing right now is kind of like the bedroom guitar players. Instagram, just laying down licks or grooves in this case. You do that?
I have a couple of videos on my own personal Instagram. I'm trying to get more into it. People have been actually requesting me to do it more, but I have a couple of videos on there where I do play either my riffs or just things I want to learn or find cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to get started here. Maybe that impetus into more on Instagram and whatnot. So I want you guys to check out some of the bass stylings of Andrew Salazar, this year's Guitar Wars bass category winner.
Hey everyone, I want to thank you for watching the videos that we produce. We put these out to help you choose the right guitar, understand some of the options that are out there, and to showcase some of the latest models that you may not get the opportunity to play in your local music store. If you have benefited or enjoyed watching any of our videos, then I want to tell you how you can help us to make more. We have created a new t-shirt just for guitar nuts like you and me. It's this. It says, "I'm a guitar nut." So if you're like me, you are a guitar nut. And if you're also like me, walking around naked is probably an offense. So we want you to have this shirt. Follow the link, go to our website. These are going to be limited time, and you can put in a pre-order for it now. They will be shipping soon. Once they're gone, they're gone. So follow the link below and get your guitar nut shirt that only you and other guitar players will understand with a knowing wink. Thanks again for watching.